Hey guys, it's me, HelloCris, and recently I bought off Amazon the Basic Kanji book, volume 1, mainly because I'm starting university in less than a month and I forgot almost every kanji that was taught to me last year, and since it's going to be online school again, I really want to start learning something, because if not I will be passing my exams but barely. So for me it is way easier to learn stuff if I explain them to people, because I have to find different words to explain the same thing, and that makes me revise over and over the subject on my head. And there is also lots of people that learn way faster if someone is explaining stuff to them and they are listening to it. And I decided that this would be a very win-win situation, so I would help you guys learn kanjis and you will help me learn kanjis. So what do you think? Do you think I should start a new series on Learn Kanji with HelloCris? This is basically going to be a test video to see if you guys love this idea, if you like it, if you don't. So leave your opinions below, because it will be super helpful. But I feel like this is going to be great, at least for me, to learn stuff. And I feel like this is going to be super helpful to those of you who want to start learning Japanese. And yeah, let me let your opinions below and let's get into the video. The first kanji is sun or day, which is read as hi, or ri, or ka, or nichi, and ni. Here you have some examples of how it can be used and the translation for these examples, but I will read them for you. We've got hi, which means sun or day, which is the reading of the kanji. Then we've got mika, which is the third day or 3 days. Then we've got nichiyobi, which is Sunday, and nihon or nippon, which is Japan. The next one is mon or month, which can be read as tsuki, gatsu, or getsu. Here you have the examples and the translations of the examples. First we've got tsuki, which is moon or month. Then we've got getsuyobi, which is Monday. We've got itsukagetsu, which is 1 month. And we've got ichigatsu, which is January, which basically means first month. The third kanji is tree, which can be read as ki, moku, or boku. Here we have the examples and the translation. We've got ki, which is tree. We've got kimura, which is a Japanese surname. We've got mokuyobi, which is Thursday, and doboku, which is civil engineering. There are some words which you'll find that have no sense, which seem a bit complicated, but it's so that you get used to the kanjis and how they are written. The fourth one is mountain, which can be read as yama or as san or zan. Here we have the examples and the translations. We've got yama, mountain, Yamashita, which is a Japanese surname. We've got Fujisan, which is Mount Fuji, and Kazan, which is volcano. The cool thing about the Japanese writing system in kanjis is that most of the words are basically related. It's like, you know, that game of chemistry that is an app, which you fuse things together to create other stuff. So this is basically the same. For example, volcano, Kazan is the kanji for fire and mountain. And that's it, that's a volcano. The fifth one is river, which can be read as kawa or gawa. And here we have the examples and the translations. We've got kawa, we've got Nairu gawa, which is the Nile River, and then we've got Ogawa, which is brook or stream. The cool thing about this one is that the first kanji is a kanji for small, and the other one is the kanji for river, so a small river is a brook or stream. Then we've got rice field, yay! It can be read as da, or den. Here we have the examples and the translations. The first one is da, rice field. Then we've got Tanaka, which is a Japanese surname as well as a name. Then we've got Yamada, which is also a surname / name. And then we've got Sweden, which is rice field. This has to be my favorite kanji ever. and it's hito, which is person. It can be read as hito, nin, or jin. Here are the examples and the translations. We've got hito, which is person. We've got hitori, which is one person. Nihonjin, which is Japanese people. And basically, when you use jin, you can use it with any nationality. For example, Spain-jin, which would be a Spanish person. Kankokujin, a Korean person, etc, etc, etc. And last but not least, we've got sannin, which is 3 people. You probably have seen by now that hitori and sannin is supposed to be 1 person and 3 people, and I read a different way. You can just say ichi hito. That's because they have a very specific Japanese counting system for anything, and depending on what you're talking about, the size of that thing, the number, and wherever it's placed, it's shaped, it's supposed to be called a specific way. And here I'll leave some examples about that. It is, I would say, it's one of the most difficult things about the Japanese language, but I still have lots to learn. We only have 3 left, yay! We've got guchi, guchi or ko, which is mouth. And here are the readings and the translations. We've got guchi, mouth, iriguchi, entrance, deguchi, exit, and jinko, which is population. Then we've got vehicle or wheel, which is kuruma or sha. Here are the readings and the translations. We've got kuruma, which is car or wheel. We've got jidosha, which is car or automobile. Then we've got densha, which is train, and suisha, which is water wheel. And at last but not least, for this first lesson of basic Japanese kanjis with HelloCris, we've got gate, which can be read as kado or mon, but the most usual one is mon. And there's only 2 examples for this one. We've got mon, which is gate, and senmon, which is specialty. Once you've learned and practiced all of your new kanjis, then you can go ahead and start doing the exercises that are into the book, which are actually very fun and quick to do, but I feel like I will be doing them over and over again, at least every 5 lessons. I will be redoing all of the exercises, mainly to practice and to not forget the new kanjis that I learned. I really hope you guys found this video useful. If there's something missing that you guys would like for me to talk about in this kind of videos, I'd be super happy to learn and know more about that. So leave it down in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed it, found it useful, and encouraged me to do a second part of it. So see you guys on my next video. Bye bye!